Hello.
Hi.
So, hi Jeff.
Hi Kevin.
I'm really excited about this recipe that we're doing today. It's Taco Zoodles, which is diatricious.
Yes, it's no sugar, so you can eat it.
No sugar and no
white
flour
noodles.
white noodles, because we're going to use our spiralizer, which is amazing. If you guys have not seen this work, this is seriously an amazing, amazing product. We love it, love it, love it. So I'm gonna have Jeff spiralize this zucchini just so you guys can see how it works. Are you right-handed though?
Oh.
You're using your left hand.
Crap.
Oh my God.
I'm
Just
so
I have it figured out.
confused.
Like I sat it like that so that he could be Mr. Lefty. Now, do we need to cut this in half a little bit more?
I would say yeah.
So what we did is we already went ahead and we cut. We already did some for you.
Yeah.
ahead of time.
The recipe calls for 2 zucchini, but we wanted to do
Show
them
you.
and we pre-cooked them so we wouldn't have to have you sit here while we cook them.
Right. Exactly.
We cut the zucchini in half. You put it in. There's a little blade attachment in the front. It comes. The spiralizer part of this is the top. It's like from here up. It comes with 3 different blade sizes. There's a small noodle, a fat noodle, and then a ribbon cutter. Which, if you've seen us do videos before, we've done potatoes with the ribbon cutter and done like a tornado potato. So you put the thing in, you push the handle in, and you lock it, and then, of course, see, now left-handed, here we go. So we just keep turning it, and then what's going to happen is when the part that's stuck in the back of the zucchini gets close, the thing's going to unlock, and you'll hear it click.
And it's great because it actually automatically unlocks and stops the machine from going any further than it should against those blades.
Right.
Which is really awesome.
This is all the waste that you have, just a little piece, and you can eat that. You can cut that up and then put it on put it in your veggie tray.
Yep. So fast and easy. So you can do potatoes, sweet potatoes, zucchinis, carrots. It's just an amazing product. So while he's finishing that, what we did is we went ahead and took the zoodles that we wanted to cook. We put them in the microwave on a microwave-safe Tupperware plate with a paper towel to cook them.
The paper towel acts as a diaper.
Yes.
So when the zucchinis actually are very
Full of water.
full of water, so you don't want to put salt on them necessarily. But we cooked them. We did them for a minute, checked them, kind of tossed them around, did them for another minute. They're still a little bit al
They're a
dente.
little, yeah, but you don't want them to be mushy.
Right, and
right?
when we put them in with the hamburger here shortly, they'll cook down a little bit more.
So I'm going to have Jeff chop our garlic and our onion. That's going to go into our frying pan where we're going to cook our turkey meat. Now, I suppose you could do this with ground beef too.
Oh yeah, ground beef. Well, I mean, think about it though. Zucchini noodles and turkey, it doesn't really get any. So we have 1 small onion quartered, 2 cloves of garlic, and we're just going to put those in our Power Chef.
Chop that real good. And then we also want a pan of diced tomato. So we're using our E-Series can opener that does not cut the top off your can. It actually releases the seal. So you're not creating a sharp metal edge on lid or can. So safety first, right?
So that just slid right off there. I did a pretty fine chop.
Awesome. Not a chunky chop,
Not
like
a chunky
DJ Chunky Chop.
DJ Chunky Chop is
So
out here.
my pan
Oh,
is
that's
really hot.
Did that hurt your countertop?
Probably.
Because I just touched it with my pinky.
So while we were talking, I had my pan on, and it got really hot. So what's really nice about our cookware, which you probably can't see because I have everything stacked in front of it, is super, super heat conductive, you guys. I mean, just so massively, massively heat. You do not have to use high heat. In fact, you're not supposed to use high heat. So medium high.
Now the cool thing is, yeah, you're gonna start crying. Notice that I'm holding the lid. I burnt myself on the edge of it on my pinky, but
However,
the handle is a stay cool handle. So I'm standing here holding it because I don't want to catch the trailer park countertop on fire.
Right. We don't have real granite in the trailer. I had to save some money.
But our cookware is good for electric stovetops,
Yep.
gas stovetops, And this is an induction burner, so it works for induction tops.
So we're going to get this, we have some more ingredients to put in here, but we're going to go ahead
I'll just hold this.
Going to...
Actually, the tomatoes, right?
The tomatoes go in before it's cooked. We haven't really looked at our recipe.
We've read it like 8 times.
You do want taco seasoning in your mix, and I have them in my counterscapes.
Oh, we don't want to add that yet.
Not this?
We're doing the garlic, onions, and ground meat to the skillet. Cook until it's brown. Crumbling as you cook it, drain out excess fat. Do you want the lid on there?
Which won't be a lot because it's lean turkey. So what we're going to do is we're going to break. We're going to get this cooked off, and then we'll come back and we're going to add our diced tomato, our taco seasoning, and then we're going to put garnish with cilantro, and we're going to put our zoodles.
Actually, we can grate the cheese while that's cooking.
We could.
How about we do
Why
that?
don't you do that? And I will tend to this. See?
So, notice we have this is the same base to our master. I have a
master
different name
system.
for it. It's the master system. I was trying to be family friendly. I call it something completely different.
Don't cut yourself on that.
So it's the same base. So if you purchase the base in order to, when you purchase any one of the systems, it's the same base. This is the grater hopper and cones, and we have the coarse cone in here. The spiralizer will work. It works on the same exact base, so it's no big deal. So what we're going to do is grate a block of mild cheddar cheese.
Mild cheddar?
Yes. And we pop the cheese in the freezer for a little bit, just to make sure that, like, if it's really cold, it's going to grate and it's not going to stick together.
Yeah, it's hard to grate room temperature cheese because it's more
it gets soft.
pliable and soft.
So we'll do this. Notice how quickly that's going, and that is that's about half the block right there.
Oh, I just flipped. Sorry, the housekeeper will get that. Just toss some onion across the room.
What time does the housekeeper get home from work?
She's here.
Arrive
she's
to
standing
work?
in the kitchen.
She's here. Oh.
She's already standing.
I thought Jeff was the housekeeper.
No.
Well, bitch, you better have
This
dinner
is
ready
cooking.
when he walks in that door.
Well, now we do. Look at us. We're cooking away. We're having zoodles for dinner.
Oh shoot, and I missed the bowl.
That's all right.
So look how quickly that was. Fresh cheddar cheese, no fillers or anything in there that you don't want.
Did you talk about that? Do you know that pre-shredded cheese has fillers and all kinds of additives to keep it from clumping and sticking together? So no good. And plus you're paying for all that packaging, right?
Yeah.
What's nice about this system too is that you can also grate zucchini and carrots. So if you're doing like a zucchini bread or carrot cake or anything, this is really great for doing all kinds of stuff like that.
If you do pizza with cauliflower crusts, you can grate your cauliflower.
That's a great idea.
And we do Parmesan in ours. We don't buy shredded Parmesan anymore.
Shaky cheese.
Shaky cheese. I use the finer cone, the finer cut or grate cone, and then we just run it through twice. And it's just a little bit more coarse than what you purchased, but it's not necessarily the consistency of salt. It's more like sawdust, only there's no wood pulp in it to keep it separated.
No wood pulp. So this is kind of watery because the onions are putting off some water, so I think it probably would be a good idea to drain a lot of this extra liquid off of here. So we're going to finish up cooking this, and then when we come back, we're going to add the rest of our ingredients and then add our zucchini noodles and finish off this recipe.
By eating it.
Taco Zoodles.
We'll be right back. We're back.
We're back. So we drained off the excess water from the onions and the garlic and the ground turkey. So now we're going to add some taco seasoning.
Yes.
Which it says for like 1 packet, right?
Yes. 3 tablespoons are packet, so.
Let's do 3 tablespoons.
Is that a tablespoon measure?
Sure it is.
Seriously? I don't know that it is. Our counterscapes come with a little spoon that snaps in the inside of the lid. So
1 can of diced tomatoes with liquid, please. Delish. And then we're going to give that a stir around. And then we want this to thicken up a little bit, because doesn't taco seasoning have thickener in it? I think it does.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think it
We'll
does.
let the tomatoes heat up. How about that?
We'll move this up a little bit.
We'll
And
add
so
that
there are
on.
zucchinis. I think our pan is not going to be big enough. Who knew that we were going to have so much?
Now, notice that we have fresh cilantro in our fridge smarts, which keep your vegetables
Yes,
and
how does that
fruits
work, by the
fresher
way?
longer.
How does a fridge smart
Well,
work?
we have a patented breathing system. So if you put the, well, that's not necessarily going to hold true on this one. Typically, if you put it so that you're reading Tupperware, you can, the columns line up, but this has...
It has a chart on both sides.
Has a chart on both
that
sides.
doesn't hold true for our flat ones.
So the venting system, or the breathing system, has 3 settings. It has heavy breathers. Demonstrate, please, Kevin. It has normal breathers.
That's you.
And then it has no
No
breathers.
breathers. I thought I saw that coming.
And each, yeah, because we just did that Sunday as D&V. And each vegetable or fruit actually has a method that it breathes at, or a rate that it breathes at. You can actually, I think lemons and limes, oh, we need a lime. Lemons and limes breathe at the same rate as apples, so you can put those in the same fridge mart container together because they're getting the same amount of air.
Look,
Oh, look, another one.
a line.
It's a line.
Now this one does work in such a way when you have Tupperware away from you so that you can read Tupperware upside down, then your breathing chart works with the different levels of your fridge mart.
You put the lime in the coconut.
So now our recipe did say, and if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry, once you put your zucchini noodles in with your meat and your mixture, you don't want to cook this a long time because you don't want the zucchini to continue to give up any moisture, because then it would just make your dish too soupy, and we don't want soupy taco noodle zoodles, right?
Who wants
Not me.
soupy taco zoodles?
Not me. Now, are we to chop up our cilantro, or is
No,
this
it's
garnish?
It's garnish,
Okay, so our
as well as the cilantro.
awesome. Oh, okay. All right. Sometimes I take the leggier pieces off of my cilantro because sometimes they can get
Well, I was thinking we would just put the leaves on it. I don't want to eat a stem.
no, but that's just a little. However, the stems on cilantro are not bitter, but your stems on parsley are. So, just that's a little tip that I learned on the cooking shows.
What about the person that's eating it? What if they're bitter?
Well, I have no control over that. Anyway, so I think this is about ready, you guys, because it looks like it's going to start getting too soupy for
We
us.
gotta put the cheese on.
So we're going to decorate with cheese. May I turn the fire off? Yes.
Yes.
So we're going to decorate with cheese,
We're gonna put the lid on it.
and then the lid goes back on so that
the
our
cheese
cheese
melts.
can melt. And then when you go to serve, we garnish with fresh cilantro and a squeeze of lime.
Oh, we need a plate.
And that is our Taco Zoodles, which is awesome and delicious. Plates, and then I will get a serving utensil. So I don't know if Tupperware still has these or not.
Twongs.
It might take a minute for that to get melty. What do you think?
It sure smells good.
It does smell good. And I like this because it's a healthier option to white noodles.
It is, and then you could do that
Pasta.
decadent chocolate cake that we also did a video for that in the breakfast maker.
Yeah, and then it's diatricious. Then you can have
Yeah, you can
cake
have-
and eat it too.
Yes. Instead of eating something unhealthy.
So our cheese isn't quite so melted yet. Do you want me to go ahead and serve
Yes.
just for time reasons? Okay, so hold on. Let me serve some of this up. Oh my! You might want to cut your zoodles with your.
I thought we did.
We did, but we didn't.
We didn't cut
quite
them enough.
All right. So I'm going to try to scoop up some hamburger mixture too. Not hamburger, but turkey mixture. And get this in there like that. So there's one for you. Uh-oh. Get your noodle off of there.
So then we're gonna take some parsley. Oh, it's not parsley, it's cilantro. Oh my gosh.
Today, it's cilantro.
Today it's cilantro. And I'm just gonna put a couple leaves on there.
Okay, these things are not working for me.
And And then we're going to take a lemon wedge and squirt it.
Hooray! Lemon wedge.
Watch
Yeah.
your eyes.
I would have liked to have cut my zoodles down a little bit more than that, but that's okay. We'll get that back in the pot right there.
Some lemon.
May I have a towel,
lime.
please?
Yes.
Thank you very much. And a little of this. No big sprigs like that. And this looks really good.
It does look good.
Diatricious.
Ooh, they're such long noodles.
They are. Very nice.
Those zoodles are perfect.
They
because
are.
they're not
mushy. So that was a tip that we found on the internet. Now, what I do sometimes too is I'll put my zoodles on a baking sheet, and I'll bake my zoodles because then the extra moisture just evaporates in the conventional oven, right? But this little trick of putting them on a paper towel in the microwave for a couple minutes really helps, because then all the moisture from the zoodles drains down into your paper towel, so you don't have
And you're not
watery
heating up.
noodles.
You're not heating up your kitchen in the summertime.
Yep. I like it. Very good.
Maybe some more taco seasoning.
Yep. A little bit more flavor.
Yeah.
Maybe some
But
hot
it's
sauce.
good.
That's good. Awesome.
Well, there you go. Another
Thanks
great
for watching.
recipe with Jeff and Kevin.
Thank you. Bye now.
Bye.